Hey guys, welcome to Circular Motion PYQ series, and today we're gonna do 15 circular motion questions all the way from 2024 to 2023 and 2022 as well. And so we're gonna do 15 questions of circular motion in JEE Mains. So let's start. And you guys can check out my PhD series on circular motion to go further into the topic if you haven't, and then watch the PYQs. And I can guarantee you, if you've done both of them, you're gonna be able to solve any question, any new question which is asked. Okay, let's start. Enough of bragging. So, a man carrying a monkey on his shoulder does cycling smoothly on a circular track of radius 9 and completes 120 resolutions. Oh, I think this is revolutions. Yeah, this is revolutions. This one is revolution, and he completes. So a man carrying a monkey in 3 minutes. The magnitude of the centripetal acceleration of monkey is. Okay, so you know that centripetal acceleration is v square by r. Now radius is 9 meter, and they're saying a man carrying a monkey on a circular track. He completes 120 revolutions in 3 minutes, which means the omega, which is 120 into 2 pi divided by 3 minutes, which is 180 seconds. So I'm gonna get approximately 4 by 3 pi as my omega. Now you know velocity equals r omega. Radius is 9 into 4 by 3 pi. So it's basically 12 pi, which is my velocity. Now 144 pi divided by 9, which is 144 by 9, which is 54. 9 6 are 54, yeah. So the correct answer is 16 pi square. Right, so the correct answer to this question is B. 16 pi square. Okay, let's move on. Now, the question says that a particle moving in a circle of radius r with a uniform speed takes time t to complete one revolution. So if it's moving in a circle of radius r and it takes time t to complete one revolution, this means that 2 pi r is the full distance it covers in time t. So 2 pi r by t is equals to the velocity, total distance by total time, td by tt. Now, if this particle is projected with the same speed at an angle theta with the horizontal, the maximum height attained by it is equal to 4r. The angle of projection theta is okay. So if, let's say, this is theta, the velocity is 2 pi r by t. They're saying the maximum height is 4r, then the angle theta is. So you guys know the formula for maximum height, which is u square sine square theta by 2g. I have covered this in my projectile motion PhD series. Everything's there. Now u square, which is this thing, which is 4 pi square r square by t square into sine square theta, which is sine square theta by 2g, which is 2g. Now I can say that this is 4r, and here it was 2. So 2 pi square r square by t square. 4 pi square 2 pi square r square t square sine square theta. Then this is g equals to 4r. And now I can say sine square theta equals to 2rg t square by pi square r square sine square. No. Yeah, so r is gone. So 2g t square by pi square r and sine inverse of this whole thing. So theta equals sine inverse of 2gt square by pi square r. Pi square r is our correct answer. So 2gt square and the root of this thing, yeah, of course, to the power half. Okay, so 2gt square by pi square r. 2gt square by pi square r sine inverse, yes. So option number A. So option A is our correct answer to this question. Now let's move on to the third question, which is A cyclist starts from the point P of a circular ground of radius 2 and travels along its circumference to the point S. The displacement is. So remember, displacement is the shortest distance. I think this is one of the easiest. I can solve this within 1 minute, half a second, I mean. So it goes here from P to S. So this is the displacement. This is 2. This is 2. So this is 2 squared plus 2 square root. So this is root 8. Correct answer is A. Because 2 squared plus 2 squared and the root of this is root 8. And this is 90 degrees. Okay, let's move on. Now let's do a 2023 question because then it was good. 2024 was much easier. In fact, physics in 2024 and 2023 were very, very easy as compared to that in 2021 and 2022. Because then, I don't know, the level was good. But nowadays, mathematics is coming difficult and physics was much easier. So, a coin placed on a rotating table. So, this is a rotating table about its axis. And it just slips when it is placed at a distance of 1 meter from its center. Let's say this is the center, 1 centimeter. If the angular velocity of the table is halved, let's say this is omega, it will just slip when placed at a distance of this from the center. Okay, not that difficult of a question. So remember this one thing that I'm telling you. So the mv square by r here comes due to the friction. It comes due to the friction, or let's say this says this to be m omega square r, m omega square r, and this thing, it is placed on a rotating table. Okay, if the angular velocity, wait, I think I'm kind of confused on something here. So m omega square r is necessary for it to rotate in the circular motion, and mu mg remains constant, right? So mu mg is constant. So I'm saying basically what I mean to say is mu g is constant, which is omega square r. Here omega was omega and r was 1, right? So when omega square 1, so mu g was omega square. Now I'm saying mu g has to remain the same thing, but omega is halved, so this becomes omega squared by 4. And what happens to this? This has to become 4 times. So basically, if omega is halved, then I say the distance d from the center is 4 times d, right? Because omega d has to remain constant, right? Understand the thing. Try to think of it. So when I do 1/4 omega, it becomes 4 times d, and omega d remains constant. Omega squared d remains constant. So the correct answer is C. I hope you guys understood. This is a good question. Keep in mind. I think there's going to be many more like this coming in the future. Okay, let's see this one. This is the same thing but with gravity being added to it. Sorry, not gravity. Friction being added to the formula. Last time we didn't have to use friction in our answer. A coin is placed on a disc. The coefficient of friction of the disc is mu. If the distance of the coin from the center of the disc is r, the maximum angular velocity with which it can move, so that it does not slip away. Okay, easy. So this is this thing, this is this thing, this is this thing. So this is r distance from here. This is mu. So you know that m v square, right? Maximum angular velocity. So m omega square r, which is our centripetal force, is given by mu mg. So that means omega mu g by r and root of this thing. So the correct answer is B. Right. Okay. So I'm planning on giving the next rest of these questions uh, in my next video. Right now we've done 5 questions. The next part we'll be doing in the next video. So thanks for watching.